Stop letting your locticians convince you that you need to get a retwist every month. Stop letting these barbers cut into your locks time in and time again. Get rid of these tight hairstyles. They don't work. Get a blood test done. See a dermatologist. If you don't know what this is, are we really serious about hair loss? Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here and new to this lock journey, then subscribe down below. Now listen, if any of those sentences resonated or even just rang that bell a bit, we need to lock in. We need to actually lock in. So today's video is everything to do with how to maintain thinning locks, dealing with balding, dealing with thinning hair, no edges, everything. We're talking about everything from alopecia all the way to how to kind of get your hair back. So first things first, we're going to start off with alopecia. What is alopecia? Now, alopecia is a general term used for hair loss. There's about 7 types of non-scarring alopecia. So everyone can be dealing with different ranges of alopecia without even knowing. So not one type of alopecia is going to be the same as another person's. You could be all experiencing different things. So it's very, very key to get that blood test done. Now in this video, I'm going to focus on the 2 types of alopecia that is most common, that most of us will probably experience at some point in time. The first one is androgenetic alopecia, and that is the receding or thinning of your hairline in both male and female. You may also hear the term female or male pattern baldness. That is androgenetic alopecia. So most people experience it. And then the second one that we're going to focus on is tractional alopecia. That is hair loss from tension or pressure on your scalp. Now the reason why I'm focusing on those 2 is because first of all, they're the most common ones, and second of all, you can actually slow down the process and treat against those alopecias. So now that we've got that out of the way, so how can we actually deal with that? What are the methods out there for us to deal with it? First things first, we got to stop our barbers from cutting into our hair. that's the first thing. And if you're a woman watching this, we got to stop with them slick backs, we got to stop with them ponytails, we got to stop with hairstyles that are going to put a lot of pressure on our scalps and pull. We understand, we don't want that anymore. We don't want that. So if we can get rid of those things first, then we can get to the treatments, you understand? And I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. I talk to people every single day. I'm like, yo, if you want your hair back, if you want these edges back, you can't be doing the things that are actually destroying them. Like, I can show you guys have seen my last video, the sides of my scalp, boy, my barber's been having a field day with it. And I'm gonna start a journey probably around October on just growing out my whole sides. Like, I'm growing out my whole sides because the way my barber has been clipping them, my locks used to be so thick, and like my hair grows the most on the sides. When I look at them sometimes, I'm just like, I understand why they are so thin, because my barber is having a field day out there. Now, let's get into the treatments. What can we actually do? So first things first. Now, if you have not heard about a Derma stamp, then you need to do your research and get on top of it. This little bad boy over here, if I could see that, hopefully it zooms in. Kind of, you can see that right there. You may not be able to see the needles on it. It's got a 0.5mm needle on that. And what that does is going to create little micro tears on the surface of your skin. The length of the needle is not enough to draw blood, so you don't actually have to worry about that. And what those 0.5mm needles do is that they create a response in your body, and it tells your body to send blood flow to that area to heal that area. Now, the growth hormones that are naturally occurring in your blood will help stimulate those follicles to be stronger and to grow more faster. Now, the second thing you can do is get a really good hair serum or hair oil. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be talking about this hair product. Now, what I would suggest is with your hair serum or your hair oil, make sure it has a DHT blocker in it. Now, why am I bringing this up all of a sudden? Is because that's what relates to androgenetic alopecia. The DHT hormone is what is causing that recession on your hairline and making your hairline thin out. Now, with those ingredients, if we can block the production of that DHT affecting the hair follicles in that area, we can slow down that androgenetic alopecia from occurring in the scalp. So we can give you a couple more years, you feel me? And that's what we want. We want a couple more years. We don't want all our hair to go in the first year. We want to at least make it to the 30s, you know, 30s, 40s. So make sure your hair serum, whether it's this one or any other one that you have out there on the market, make sure it has a DHT blocker out there. There's also oral DHT blockers that you can take as well. But topicals work just fine as well, especially in conjunction with a Derma stamp. Now today in this video I'm going to show you guys how to actually use this as well, and what I do for my day-to-day routine, because boy, if I show you my scalp if you see what I've been suffering for the past year, listen, and you see how my hair is right now, it's not the best, but I've grown back a lot. So first things first in this routine is to use a sanitation wipes. It's alcohol wipe. You're going to use that to clean the skin and the surface area. We are dealing with needles, so you do have to be hygienic. Just rip that up right here. Open it up. Very small wipe right here. So I'm just going to do my edges right here. Oof, let's see if it focuses. Okay. So you literally just wipe this whole area with the alcohol wipe. Don't worry about the alcohol wipe being dry into the scalp, because you're going to put in some oils as well, so don't worry about that. But you just want to wipe the whole area that you're going to be using the Derma stamp for. Not too hard. You can see how dirty it is. Oof, boy. Now before every use of the Derma stamp, and also after the use of the Derma stamp, you want to cleanse it with alcohol spray. Let it dry for about a minute or two. It dries quite fast. That's it. And you're gonna let that sit and air dry. It doesn't take that long, trust me. Okay, so we've got this dried, and you can see right now my hairline, very scattered. But what you'll do right now is that you'll get the Derma stamp and you'll literally apply just gentle pressure in those areas that are needing attention. And I normally like to go 4 times over. I recommend 4 to 6 times in the same location. So that's 1 time I went over. You just go again. This is the 2nd time. Make sure to get those areas. It's gentle pressure. It's gentle and firm pressure. Gentle and firm pressure. That's it. So that's the 2nd time. This is my 3rd time now. You want to make sure it's just gentle and firm. You can hold it in that area. Now what this is doing is creating little micro abrasions to the skin that's going to cause the body to send blood flow to that area to fix the damage. Now this is my 3rd time, I hope. I think that was my 3rd time. Perfect. And that is literally it for the Derma stamp. Always cleanse after. Now if you do have a hair serum or a hair oil that has a DHT blockers in it, that will be the next step. We're going to apply our hair oil with DHT blockers in it, and I literally like to place it at the top here. Just a couple drops here, and because it's a very lightweight oil, it's got jojoba oil in it, it's got rosemary, lavender, pumpkin seed oil. Well, it's got some saw palmetto in this one. It's got biotin and vitamin E and tea tree oil, so that will also soothe the scalp as well and hair. So it's got all those goodness in it, and that's what you do. You literally just now massage that area, massage the oils into that scalp, and that is literally my nighttime routine. I do this twice a week. Make sure that you give that area at least 2 to 3 days time to heal before you start the next session. But twice a week, that's all you need. Do that month by month, and you'll see your hair growing back bit by bit, very small vellus hairs until they're mature and strong. So that is how we maintain our thinning locks, as long as you're not doing all the other stuff that we said not to do in terms of tight hairstyles, allowing our barbers to cut into our hair, getting a retwist non-stop pretty much every single month of the year, which is ridiculous, and making sure that our diet is on point and not stressing. If we're doing those 5 things plus the Derma stamp and the hair oils, we're good. We are good. The 5 other types of alopecia, like I said, get a blood test done and see a dermatologist. We want to actually figure out what type of alopecia you actually have before going into the treatment phase. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was informational enough. If you do want me to focus a bit more on a few kind of like points that I mentioned, or maybe do just a solo nighttime lock maintenance video, then I'm down to do that. And I'll catch you guys in the next vlog, man. Let's get it.